Yo guys, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to paint purity seals. Purity seals are super simple to do. However, they're also kind of easy to get wrong as well. All you need is a couple of simple tips and tricks to get you through it, to get perfect purity seals every single time. Let's do it. So first thing to do is to base coat your purity seal. I've just used some MENOTH white base, a couple of thin coats of that to get a nice solid base of it down. Next we're going to add in some Seraphim Sepia from GW. And we want to get this to pool a little bit in places. So we just put a decent coat of it on, but then anywhere that's kind of shallow, go back and add a little bit more to it. Essentially, you're looking for a little bit of a coffee stained effect. If you're not sure what that is, why don't you buy a coffee cup from this handsome chap and then put it on some paper and make your own coffee stains. You'll kind of get the idea, but essentially just dab a little bit on and you'll be fine. Once you've got all of this dried, we've got a nice solid, very faded, aged parchment kind of look to it. We're adding in some MENOTH white base, the same color we used as our base coat, and just some nice little strikes of it. Keep these vertical, keep them going all the way to the edge, and we just speed through this to get that out of the way. By doing this, we've already got the effect of a little bit of kind of writing on there, and now we're just going to highlight that. So we're adding some MENOTH white highlight, and again, we're doing much of the same thing. Now, if you're liking the video, please hit the subscribe button, like it, leave a comment, all the usual stuff. But if you really like the video, why don't you come and hang out with me on stream? I stream on Twitch 4 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. There's also Patreon, where you can get even more videos like this, as well as written guides as well, if that's more your thing. Hopefully, we'll see you in the streams. Once you've got all those highlights out the way, we've got one more to do, and here's where we're going to start adding in some shape. So just use this highlight on anything that's got a little bit more of a crease in it to help accentuate that. That's kind of it for the seals. So now it's time to do some writing. Take some Rhinox hide or another dark, rich brown, thin it down so it flows very, very nicely off of a brush, and use a brush with a very fine point. You want to get some very, very thin, nice straight lines. Don't do this with your writing. It just looks weird. You end up with something that is the wrong scale for the miniature we're working on. Just keep your lines nice and straight. Think about the fact that if you were stood far enough away from me that I'd be that tall to you on the horizon, you wouldn't even see that there's writing on a piece of parchment hanging at my waist, let alone see that much detail in the writing. You'll also note that I've left a little bit of a space in our purity seal just to add in a different written effect. I've done some little dots of the brown and it just put them in different places. So it looks like there's a little bit more to it. It could be illuminated lettering, could be some punctuation, could be little pictograms, whatever. And if you're feeling fancy, of course, get some different colored paint out. Do a little imperial eagle, do a skull, do a blood drop, whatever it might be to jazz up your purity seals. The choice is yours. Just make sure that paint is nice and thin and your detail is small and crisp. And there you have it. Purity seals done. Obviously, we didn't do the wax seal. This guy's got a skull behind those keys, but that's kind of simple enough to do. Paint it one color and highlight it a couple of times. Make sure you've got some shades in there. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the video, and I would love to see you guys in the stream. Take care.